Alright, hello everyone. Today is the long-awaited teaser for the 6th Walpurgisnacht. This is just 6 minutes of absolute peak. I hope your lunacy is ready. There's no way you're not pulling on this banner just from watching this one. At the top here you can see some of the dialogue, a bit hard to see, but it is the Queen of Hatred's dialogue. Very nice stuff. If we slow down a little bit there, when they were doing their transformations, you can see I believe that's the Ryoshu one, that's the Dichi one, that's the Zwei outfit, and then over here, I'm not too certain, but I think that might be the Euro Divi outfit. So yeah, really cute anime girls off the bat. Very surprising change in animation, and then look at them, they're so damn cute. Oh my god, this is the ID by the way. Yeah, so damn cute, and it's actually a Queen of Hatred, the actual VA apparently. It doesn't sound like a Dawn VA or anything like that. So it looks super awesome already. Regular clashing here. We have the 1 and then the 2. That's basically one of the old animations also. I believe that was With Love, or is one of these With Love, In the Name of Justice, or In the Name of Love or Justice, because she just throws the stars at you. Right, so that's the animation. We also have 1 and then 2. Just a nice big blast here. And then here comes giant laser beam 1 and then 2 and then I don't know how many. It's a multi-hit attack it looks like, but I don't know how many. Here's the enhanced version. This is an enhanced version where you just fire a gigantic beam. Absolutely gigantic beam here. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how much damage this is gonna do, and I don't know what's the trigger for it either. But after she beams, you see she falls to the ground like that, right? And after this, her entire face changes. Now she's in her despair mode, pretty much her hatred mode basically, right? So I think there's going to be 2 modes for this ID over here, and one could be a positive ID, a positive SP ID, and the other one could be a negative SP ID. So I think that's what's going to happen with this Dawn ID. There's a way to transform yourself. Regular attack is still the love and hatred attacks, but only 2 stars. Still the same. This is the blast, exactly the same. So the skills seem to just stay the same. Your skill 3, however, becomes a bit of an AoE over there. Sorry, that's not skill 3, that's skill 2. Skill 2 has an AoE ability over here. And I think it's from her little like wavy marks on her head. So if you look here, there's no wavy marks, but over here, she has the wavy marks on her head. So you have to get some sort of like hatred stacks on yourself, and then you get an AoE version of your skill 2. After that, here comes the big Kamehameha beam. Arcana Beats, that is one of her ultimates. Back here you can see the Arcana Beats over here. And then you get bigger AoE. I do not know what is the trigger for this one, but you can get a 4 AoE skill 3-2 for the hatred form of this Dawn over here. This Dawn is going to have so many skills, confirm so many skills, because there's so many different things that she can do over here. There's a 3-2, there's a light form and a negative form, there's a lot of stuff here. Then here we have Rodon. I think everyone pretty much guessed Rodon, because Rodon is the one hiding her deep and dark despair inside of her. This character is quite interesting because she seems to be building up sword stacks over here. She's currently in the swords pointing down phase, so she's just building up stacks of swords here. The swords don't really do anything else in this phase, but then after that you transform yourself into your second mode. In this second mode here, not yet, but here you can counter attack, then you stab the sword into yourself. Now your swords are pointing at the enemy, and then you attack and the swords will attack alongside you. So maybe each of the sword stacks is going to add additional coins to your attacks. But you can see here, basically the swords are helping you to attack the enemy, and once you accumulate a certain number of swords, your skill becomes a very large multi-hit attack. Mainly here is the 3-2. I'm not sure what's the requirement here, but maybe the constellations around her has something to do with it, and you can get multiple attacks over here, so it looks really quite interesting.
이제 여긴 정리하고 다른 쪽 북도를 지원하기로 하자. 제압 보고서는 부탁할게. 나는 좀 쉬고 싶다.
And we are not done yet. Over here, this is the actual Knight of Despair boss fight. She's trying to kill all of us. And then we get protected by the Queen of Hatred herself, Arcana Beats. Tifaref coming in as a announcer. Not a high priority for me, but I know a lot of people who are waiting for Tiff for quite a while. But I do want this magical girl, Queen of Ancient voice actor. This is something that I really want to try and get. Hopefully I get her from my first few pulls, hopefully, so I don't have to pity for her. There's even lore here, which I think is quite insane for a Walpurgis trailer. I think it's the first time they've ever gone this far. And look at the camera angles also. The camera angles are so interesting. Dawn guards it. And then this shit happens. The new Walpurgisnacht Ego. In the name of love and hate, Don Quixote. Look at this animation. Straight up charging up my Kamehameha. And then you fire this beam and look at the animation, holy shit! And then she pumps it up a bit more and then boom! Oh my god, what an animation! Look at this ego, the snake is right behind her too, and she looks so damn cute in the outfit. Oh, and then here is the Roland's manifestation. When Roland distorted that time, he does this. None of this matters. This is the hatred Dawn ego. These poor thugs just minding their own business, then getting absolutely blasted by a Kamehameha out of nowhere. Like, boom! They're dead! They're dead! Holy shit. Over here, we're going to be fighting the Night of Despair for the Walpurgis event. And then there's a little bit of extra lore at the end over here, where the Queen of Hatred is trying to talk about, I guess, stuff. I'm not too sure what's the lore implications here.
아니, 어쩌면 내가 선택받은 내가 아니었어서 내가 나섰더라면.
Oh my god, absolutely insane Kamehameha animation. Look at that shit. We've come so far. This angle is so incredible for this gacha game. It's actually so damn cool. Queen of Hatred and Night of Despair, I swear they should have something to do with syncing due to the fact that they have a lot of hidden like stuff that they're trying to hide over here. And Night of Despair, well, she's clearly despairing the whole time. So I suspect that syncing is going to be something that's supported here. I'm not really too certain about that, but I really can't think of anything else that they will be going for here, because Night of Despair is very clearly something that would be very syncing aligned, I think. Very gloom focused, very syncing shenanigans, so we'll just have to wait and see what she's going to do. For Queen of Hatred, maybe she has two sides to her. I don't know if they want to do a hybrid character. They could make her do something in the light, in the love form, and then something else in the hatred form, and then well, she's gonna be so unga bunga due to the fact that she has AoE and her skill 3-2 looks like it does an insane amount of damage. If they make it do pathetic damage for looking so cool, I think that would be a bit of a waste. So I think that Arcana Slave and Arcana Beats are going to have very high damage output. So I can't wait to see what's the requirements. Maybe she will be in a certain status, and then you need to build up the status, and then when you build up the status, she gets the love stacks or hatred stacks, and then you unleash your big blast, and that transforms you into the other form. So yeah, really cool stuff over here. And then the ego will probably have something to do to buff the actual character itself, to help her gain more of her love or hatred stacks, depending on which side you do. So could be a very interesting design of a character that's basically a hybridized character. Very cool stuff over here. Right, so that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. Oh my god, I can't wait to see the numbers and the kit for this character over here. Looks so cool. And even if you don't want the character because they're like shit, or bad numbers.
정리하고.
Just look at these art. Just look at the art. The art is so good. Even Dawn's one, so damn cute. And then the ego itself is incredible. The animation is absolutely incredible. I can't wait to go and pull this ego. It most likely will be a pairing, so you will need to pull for the ID as well as the ego as a combination. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a awkwardness. I think it's going to be the same situation as Magic Bullet, because Magic Bullet you need both of them in order to enable the character. So this is definitely a pair deal. If you don't have enough lunacy and you can't get both of them, it might be something that you want to skip later on. But look at that. Oh my goodness. I absolutely need this. I need this. Oh, we're gonna make so much money with this Walpurgisnacht. This is gonna be another record-breaking money-making period of time for Project Moon. Everyone's gonna be pulling for this anime girl for sure. All right, so that's all I got today. If you have any other information you want to share with me, feel free to. Yeah, looks so good. So good. Who let them cook? Who let them cook and do this crazy animation and different camera angles? I think they're experimenting with this more with the recent like Fell Bullet, where you also have the POV of the Quixote EGO shooting your ally, right? So I think all these new camera angles, right, add a lot of variety to the game. Actually, it makes it not so 2D anymore, which is just so damn cool. I saw it's 3D actually. I think it's a 3D one. Yep. So this is absolute peak. Absolute peak. Oh my god, gonna make so much money. This one, gonna make so much money for this one. All right, thanks guys for watching. I'm done. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.